What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to be covering a bunch of information on both the global and JP version of the game, because this is some stuff that is coming next week, okay? So at the time this is recording, you can't see it because my face is blocking the little timer in the bottom right corner of the screen. It is now the 22nd, here in Japan at least, the 22nd of October. So basically around the 29th, 30th, 31st, aka the real Halloween and everything, we are going to be seeing some fun stuff come to both versions of the game. I think a lot of people are definitely hyped, definitely for, the EZA and stuff when it comes to global, the new Dokkan Fest stuff on JP, and maybe, just maybe, some mid-November stuff that can come to both. More likely than not, maybe only on the JP version of the game. I don't know with global schedules sometimes, because I swear they are very random, especially because global, you're actually very close to being caught up in terms of Dokkan Fest banners and everything to JP. You really don't have much more to catch up to. So it makes me wonder if they will actually do this at the same time in mid-November, which again, we'll get into in just a second here. Or are they going to do one of those global first banners like they kind of did with the LR Gohan and Goten, except probably not an LR, because I'm assuming the next LR will be the 5th year anniversary / around Christmas time or something like that. So again, I'm not sure. Let me know how you thought in the comments. What do you think is going to happen? But anyway, let's get into everything right now, okay? So first off, we have the EZA Super Saiyan Broly Physical coming to the global version of the game next week. Even says right here on the 31st, it's coming over to the global side of the game. This Broly is an absolute beast when he finally gets his EZA, okay? Now, he does keep his supreme damage modifier when he does awaken and everything, but he obviously gets up to SA 15, which is gonna basically the equivalent of having immense damage at that point, right? Not to mention the fact that when he awakens fully to level 140 SA 15 and all that fun stuff, the dude basically is doing 2 to 3 super attacks every single turn. And the reason I say 3 is because if you have a dupe of him, or if you buy him for 150 red coins, then the dude can do some pretty crazy damage. Because all he has to do, you just have to give him 8 ki, and he does an automatic super attack, and he's guaranteed an additional super attack because of how he was before his EZA, and they carried that over, which is pretty crazy. Not to mention, he stacks attack and defense every single turn, so yeah, he's perfect for those long events. Looking at the Infinite Dragon Ball History events, and looking at the Legendary Goku event, or Fighter Legend Goku. I swear, just Legendary Goku, guys. Seriously, we're gonna keep it that way. We're gonna keep it that name. We're not changing the name, okay? We use the logo, but we're not gonna keep that name. We're gonna keep the original name. This is just the way it's gonna happen, okay? But anyway, so the EZA for Broly, though, it's actually pretty easy. No pun intended, I guess. Half Saiyans is the category to take him on. However, one thing that the Dokkan Wiki hasn't updated yet, I'm not really sure why, because it's been in the JP version for quite a while now. Hybrid Saiyans is not the only way to beat him, okay? Super Tech and Super STR can also take this guy down. So, because you can do that, there's a lot of options for kind of combining the Hybrid Saiyans and having a Super Tech and a Super STR team, okay? I did it on video with a completely free-to-play team, and I also posted a couple of my team options over on Twitter and everything like that, so those are popping up on the side of the screen right now for you. But basically, just take a STR lead, or someone like a Rainbow lead or something like that. Global, you don't have Tech Trunks yet, unfortunately. He is perfect for this event. But like one of my easy ways to go about this is if you have the free-to-play SSJ2 Goku from the Baba Shop, or not from the Baba Shop, because he's from Battlefield. Take him, take the STR EZA Goten, because pretty much everyone's got him. Take the EZA Kid Gohan, the free-to-play one. Take the STR, one of those STR Gohan support units from the World Tournaments. Take the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta if you want to, or something like that, because again, he's Tech. He's not half Saiyan, but he is Tech, so he can still do some decent damage. And then bring either, depending on how bad you want to try and get the whole key thing, you can bring the STR Gohan if you want to, where your Goku's not getting all that extra buffs and everything, but you know what, just throw him off rotation, you're pretty much good to go. Or bring, there's tons of different options. And again, the two teams that you're seeing on the side of the screen right now, I took those into the event, and it was absolutely no problem. So again, you gotta, around stage 30, you gotta be a little lucky sometimes, maybe on certain rotations, hope that your first attack isn't a super attack from the Broly or anything, but you know what, overall, it's not too hard to take this guy on. So you're going to get your 30 stones, you're going to get all your Kais, you're going to get the orbs and everything, and it's going to be fun. The guy is 100% worth the orbs. One question I will answer, though, real quick, because I know some people always ask this is, people are always asking, do I spend my red coins on, this Dokkan Fest card? Do I save it for this LR or anything? But everyone every now and then just asks, is it worth it for just a measly 150 coins? And I say measly 150 coins because that's literally what everyone else has said. I know to some people this might be a lot, especially if you are a free-to-play player. But is it worth it to throw 150 coins at the Broly or anything like that? So my personal opinion on this kind of stuff, because things have been out for quite a while now. If you're an older player, if you've been around for quite a while and you have a good chunk of cards, do not spend your red coins on things like the STR Gogeta or the Inta Janemba. Even though Inta Janemba still beats this guy, I would say overall, obviously this guy does get stronger if you're playing one of those very long events where you have to get multiple super attacks off to keep raising that attack and defense. Janemba and Gogeta and those kind of cards, they come from the Redstones, and we've gotten quite a few of them. Expect another Redstone around New Year's probably, or definitely around the 5th year anniversary or something. So, if you're more of an older player, I would definitely say, no, do not throw your red coins at those cards. Something like Broly, I would say, is actually kind of okay. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku when he comes out on the global side, or JP if you are playing right now, I'd say he's kind of worth it. Yeah, he's a good little linking up partner and everything like that. Definitely with AGL Vegito if you don't have him, or maybe if you're looking for that final dupe to rainbow him or something like that, depending on how they do AGL Vegito's EZA, definitely worth 150 red coins. Although I don't know if he's still that much. He might be a little more. I don't remember to be precise. But anyway, nonetheless, those particular cards I would say yes are, I'd say they're worth it if you've got the extra red coins. If you don't have the extra red coins and you are solely focus on getting, LR Super Saiyan 4s or the LR Gohan or something like that, or getting the Tech Trunks transforming or anything like that, then yeah, don't spend these guys, right? Or don't spend those coins. But if you've got an extra laying around, then yeah, by all means, I'd say go ahead and grab them. So overall though, global, EZA for Broly is very, very easy. He's definitely worth the orbs, and he's an amazing unit. Once this is, when he first came out, he was kind of like, okay, whatever, it is what it is, but he's a very, very good card now, okay? So, moving on. Now, I'm going to be kind of going out of chronological order because JP, we are getting something at the same time that Global is getting this Broly EZA, but I'm going to get into that first in a second after I talk about this, okay? So, this is the next little bit of information that on the 27th, which is this upcoming Sunday, there's supposed to be some kind of live stream for Dragon Ball Hero stuff. Now, this is purely just for Dragon Ball Heroes, like the actual card game. So we're talking like what Goresh loves to do when he and I did that video when he came out to Japan and everything like that. In fact, I'll leave a link down in the description if you haven't checked that out already. But anyway, nonetheless, so that's what this is for. This has nothing to do with Dokkan or anything like that. But if you've been paying attention for quite a while now, you've known that we've had these banners every single year during these anniversary celebrations, right? This was last year on the 8th anniversary, then we had one on the 7th, and I think we even had one on the 6th over on JP. Global did not, but Global finally did get hero stuff about a month or two ago, about a couple months ago, yeah. Where, it was finally like, yes, he finally brought them all here, so there's no excuses anymore. Start bringing out those Dokkan Fest exclusive Dragon Ball Hero stuff and everything. So far, unfortunately, nothing yet. But what that does mean, though, is that we are going to probably be seeing something along the lines for the Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration stuff that they do with Dokkan every single year. And generally, that's in the middle to late November. I think it's around November 18th or so or something like that. I mean, looking back at this banner, this came out, this went away on the 5th of December. If I remember when it came around, it was probably around the 20th or 18th or something like that. I don't remember exactly when. But nonetheless, this is when this particular banner came out for us back on JP last year. So I highly expect that we are going to see some 9th anniversary collaboration with Dokkan for November, for mid to end November. So that makes me wonder, is Global also going to get that too? I really hope you guys do, because it'd be cool to kindly, sync us up on that particular stuff right there. I understand their whole Dokkan Fest stuff, and, for some reason trying to keep the anniversary celebrations at the same, the 6 months apart or whatever. That's their choice to do. They dug that hole the moment they released these games at different times. I understand, the JP market was obviously better at the time for them to release it only there, and then I guess the whole global thing. But anyway, nonetheless, getting off topic there, I highly expect that we'll see some updated banner for Year 9 or something like that. I know a lot of people will probably skip it, and unfortunately, they refuse to put these cards in every single banner and everything like that, but If you've got a few extra stones, I'd say definitely throw it out, because generally these cards can be pretty good. I'm expecting these guys to maybe get a Dokkan Awakening, because they're still just simply URs. Maybe even the Goku, the base Goku and Vegeta Xeno cards, the ones who are the support units for the Goku and Vegeta lineage categories, they could potentially get a Dokkan Awakening. These two are definitely, they could definitely use a Dokkan Awakening. I mean, these two guys right here are already pretty good as they are. The Dokkan Awakening is just going to make them even better. Spring God of Time could, the Dark Mask King and the Dark Mask Sand, they could easily get some as well. So we'll have to wait and see if they are going to awaken any of those. Maybe not all of them, but, you know, they might not awaken these two because they have, like, immense damage and only level 100. We'll see what's going to happen there. So, but one person I am hoping that they do is because when, for at least, I'm going more on strictly on how JP does their typical stuff. You know, we get the banner at the beginning of the month, we get an EZA about a week later, and then generally in the second half of the month, we get some kind of like LR banner, or in this case for November, we're going to get this hero stuff. And, you know, maybe they throw in a World Tournament, but we're having a World Tournament this month in October. So maybe we'll get another EZA, but I'm not thinking it's going to be, it's not going to be Easy Area, please no. But it's not going to be a normal EZA for, like, you know, the Super Vegito or SCR Omega Shenron or something like that. I think this would be a perfect time for them to finally release the EZA for this guy right here, for the Masked Sand, okay? AKA Bardock. No, it's not Goten. I think this would be a perfect opportunity for him to get an EZA. The dude definitely needs it. He was an amazing card when he first came out, and to this day, he's not a bad card by any means. Just, he's kind of fallen on hard times, unfortunately, right? The whole flat boost and everything like that. Granted, it is big, but more this whole, you know, Techie God, you know, Futatsu, you know, having 2 enemies or less, essentially. So something like Super Battle Road, he doesn't exactly do very well at, and then obviously lowering attack and defense in a lot of events these days doesn't work. So I think he's due for an update. He's due for an update. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you want this guy to get an EZA? And how would you change him? I think it'd be pretty cool to see how you could potentially change him. So let me know all your thoughts down below, okay? And then finally, now we're going back to the time. Okay, so I'm sorry about the whole chronological order thing here. So when Global's getting the EZA for the Broly, JP, we're getting this guy. You guys have known about the Transforming Cooler now for about a week or so. And this guy's event is going away on the 29th of Japan time at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's the 30th, yeah, 30th Japan time at midnight. This event will go away because it's been around for a while now. But of course, this is them setting up for the new cooler to come. If you guys don't know what cooler we're talking about this cooler, okay? So shout out to Hydras for updating the HD arts of somebody else who posted this picture originally on Twitter. Link down in the description below. Anyway, so these are some just updated art. So this is the TUR for the cooler, and then this is the I kind of had to put these in. I had to put these in because Legends, I have to say, Legends got the better pre-transformation cooler, because Legends, you're also getting this, I think, around mid-November or so. I have to say, this is the better pre-transformation art. I just do. I know this is an iconic pose, but it's just basically copying Frieza, all right? So this is like an actual, like, really cool pose in my personal opinion. But in terms of the TUR arts, I think both games got very cool TUR arts, although I think the fire is a little much right there. That's my personal opinion, at least. But I love the transformation that the cooler looks for. So obviously, again, we're going to be getting a transforming cooler, which means, again, this event's getting an updated stage. Okay, not a full new stage, but just a, you know, stage in this particular event already. So I'm excited for Cooler. Cooler's been one of my favorite cards in the game since he originally came out way back as the extreme leader of 120%. And I really hope they do this Cooler justice. He's going to be an STR unit, and he's going to have an active skill, allows him to transform into this Cooler. We have absolutely no idea what the active skill is going to be, how many turns, what the criteria is going to be, or anything like that. If I had to take a wild guess, though, I'm going to kind of give you my just quick expectations about what this card could potentially do before we end this video here, because I have a feeling I'm already past like 15 minutes probably. I'm bad at keeping time when it comes to not seeing the clock. So anyway, I think the Cooler is definitely going to have some kind of, I say downgraded, it's probably just going to be a little less HP or a little less defense of a most malevolent category, aka the Frieza Clan category. But you know, there's some debate about, is he going to bring a new category, or is he going to bring a updated transformation boost category or something like that? Or is he going to bring the new category that's similar to the transformation boost category that pretty much combines most of those cards, but is something else and it adds a few more things in or something like that? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now, when it comes to his super attack, I'm assuming he's going to greatly lower defense when he's in this form, because that's what he does as this cooler right here already. It's the physical one. And the nice thing is that the physical one and this STR one, they're going to be best buds. They are literally best partners right there already. Regardless of what, you know, he does or anything, just links alone are good. They're going to be best buds, essentially. So, and again, when he transforms, you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to link these two together, no problem, because that's how they've always worked with these kind of cards. So, but anyway, and so moving on to the passive skill though. Pre-transformation, I'm assuming it's going to be something kind of just very basic about having an attack and defense maybe. Maybe the more you get attacked, you get more attack yourself, or maybe when you get an additional attack off, you just get an extra plus 5% attack or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. And then the active skill. The active skill to get him transformed into here. Now, guys have not obviously been, if you guys have been living under a rock for the last few months or something like that, you know that Dokkan has been going with its whole must have this particular card on your team or on the same rotation with you, and you must do this, this, and this to get the active skill / the transformation to go off, okay? More along the lines of the transformations, the Gohan himself needs like a future Trunks to be with him, and it has to be past 4 turns, and 59% HP or above. 58, 59, 58, 59, 58. But anyway, nonetheless, that's how you get him, right? Gohan, just terrible transformation mechanics. You have to be below 58% HP. You've got to have an Android 16 on your team, or 5 turns, and you have to have an Android category ally on your team, or facing off against Android ally enemies. So, I've seen many different things in terms of how people think this could potentially work. For me personally, it needs to be 4 turns at the max. At the max, 4 turns. I think if you are, I don't honestly, there should not be an HP restriction. There should not be an HP restriction. This dude took literally no damage against Goku, maybe 1 or 2 hits. He goes final form and he pulverizes Goku until he goes Super Saiyan, okay? So there's no need to have some, oh, must be below 50% HP or something like that in order to get this guy to transform. No, there's absolutely no reason for this guy to have that kind of criteria, okay? And then I would say, I'm gonna regret saying this probably, but maybe if you're facing off against a pure Saiyan enemy, then you can transform at 4 turns. If you're facing off against a Super Saiyan Goku, you can transform automatically, and maybe they'll have some kind of stacking thing in this passive to make you not want to transform right away or something. Or if you're facing off, or if you have a most malevolent ally with you, aka a Frieza, some other metal cooler or something like that, or something like that on the team or something, okay? Something like that where it is easy to get on and the cards on the team make sense to have him there, okay? None of this Android 16 stuff with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or something, okay? Yes, I know he was the trigger point for the Gohan and everything in the show. I don't care. It does not make for good gameplay, okay? So I'm hoping the B team is working on this cooler, okay? And when I say the B team, I mean the guys who made Gogeta, Broly, Trunks, Zamasu, those transforming cards, not your bad transformation mechanic cards. You guys have heard me say it 1,000 times. I'm a broken record at this moment. You guys get the idea, okay? So, anyway, I'm going to end the video there, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments when it comes to the cooler, what you think he's going to do. We should probably see a data download pretty soon. I don't know if the calendar behind me is popping up because, again, my head is probably in the way, but I've got my calendar up right now. So the 30th is when, again, that's going to be midnight here, Japan time, is when it goes away. So probably the 31st, which is Halloween, that's when cooler should be popping up, okay? The first at the very latest in terms of when he could potentially show up. But again, it's probably going to be the 31st. He goes away on the 30th, comes back the next day, that kind of stuff, right? Anyway, nonetheless, I'm expecting that. I'm expecting, hopefully, a good card. We'll see a data download probably on, I'm going to assume that Tuesday beforehand. I'm taking a wild guess, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always, guys. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.